Hey everyone. Yeah, this is a live topics on my mind for today, 9/28/2017, September 28th, 2017. And I have several things to talk about here. And I thought I'd take this time to do it. One of the things I want to talk about right off the bat, because this is something that's been going on for a long time now, at least a couple weeks, most notably, and mostly started last year as well, thanks to Colin Kaepernick. And mostly was more escalated thanks to what Donald Trump had done, or had said. Now you got athletes, and you got athletes in some of the major sports like NFL, Major League Baseball, possibly the NHL, possibly the NBA, golf maybe, WNBA, who knows? You got cheerleaders doing it, and you even have veterans of war doing it. Veterans of military service. And why? To make a political stand? To send a political message? I don't get it. Look, I didn't vote this year, past election, because let's be honest, it was a no-win situation no matter what. It was a no-win situation, period. It wouldn't have mattered who we got. Like I said before, we're screwed in the end. And we're getting exactly, for some of us, for those that did vote, we're getting exactly what we deserve. Because honestly, when you think about it, maybe this is a lesson we need to be taught. A lesson that maybe we shouldn't vote for for the celebrity that's running. Maybe we shouldn't vote to try to make history. Maybe we should try to vote for the person that has the most realistic sense of what needs to be done and doesn't have any agendas or any baggage, any agendas to hide or any baggage that they're still carrying. Maybe this is the moment we need. Maybe this presidential reign right now by Donald Trump. Maybe it's a lesson that needs to be learned. Maybe it's a lesson we need to learn and realize. Okay, we made a mistake. This guy or gal over here may not seem like a celebrity or may not seem like the history in the making, but hey, at least they sound like they know what the hell they're talking about. Taking a knee is not going to solve anything. All it's going to do is make things worse. That's all it's going to do. It's going to make things worse for you, for me, and anybody else. And everybody knows that. It's going to make things worse. It's going to make things worse. You guys know that as well as I do. It's going to make things worse. Taking a knee doesn't solve anything. It's not going to send any political message to Donald Trump or anything. it's not going to make trying to get him impeached any fat. It's not going to make that impenetrable, impenetrable, uh, that or inevitable. We'll put it that way. Inevitable impeachment, if it happens, come any quicker. Okay. You know what? No, look, I respect. I respect people's rights to do what they want to do. All right? To do what they feel they need to do. But I'm a son of a Vietnam veteran. And even he would not be happy about what they're doing right now. You know what this is? I'll put it to you like this. Donald, how do I use this for an example? Donald Trump is the world's biggest troll, and we're reacting to it. That's what he is. He's like Donald Trump is like a cyberbully on YouTube or social media, thriving for some kind of reaction, thriving to get some kind of reaction out of us. And by saying the things that he's saying, he's doing exactly that. He's getting a reaction from us. He's getting a reaction from us by having us kneel. That's what he's doing. He's getting a reaction from us. He's getting a reaction from us when we come out on billboards like here in California or elsewhere that say impeach Trump. He's getting a reaction. Doesn't anybody see that? He is getting a huge reaction from us. A reaction that he doesn't need. I mean, why do you think he's at times quick to change his mind about a decision he makes? Because he's getting a reaction. And sometimes, honestly, it's not the kind of reaction he wants, but he's getting a reaction. It's like if somebody comes on my YouTube page and says something to the extent that they want to bully me and try to get to the extent that they're trying to cyberbully me, they're trying to insult me, insult my family, insult my friends, insult the things that I'm a fan of. They do it because they're trying to get a reaction. They're trying to get attention on them. It's like I gotta cool down for a second. Sorry, I had to check something for a moment. I had to check something for a second. But anyway, what I'm saying is he's trying to get attention and a reaction. He's trying to get attention on himself, and he's trying to get a reaction from us. You know, Donald Trump he doesn't need us to give him his attention. He's the freaking president of the United States. All right? He's the president of the United States. He doesn't need us to give him more attention. He's got enough as it is. And him saying the things that he's doing is just him trying to get more attention and trying to get a reaction out of us. And by us taking a knee, that's basically him getting the attention he wants and the reaction he wants. That's all he's doing. So honestly, here's the truth. In my opinion, no, we should not take a knee because all we're doing is giving in to Donald Trump wanting attention and wanting a reaction. We should not take a knee. Look, I'm not saying people don't have the rights to do it if they feel it's gonna send a message in their opinion. Hey, go ahead, do it. Go ahead and take a knee if you feel it's going to get attention for you. But all you're doing is giving him the benefit of the doubt or the satisfactory. You're giving him the satisfactory, I should say, not the benefit of the doubt. No, but you're giving him the satisfactory of the fact that he got your attention. That he got your attention on him and he's getting a reaction out of you. That's what you've done. By taking a knee, you have basically given him the attention he wants and the reaction he wants out of you. That's why you shouldn't take a knee, because if you don't take a knee, you're not giving in to what he's saying, you're not giving him the attention you need, and you're not giving him the reaction he needs. So enough of this taking a knee crap, okay? Enough. Because you know why? You by doing that, you're giving in to him. You're giving in to him, and you're giving into what he's saying, and you're letting it mess with your mind. Guess what? Don't let it mess with your mind. Stand up for what you believe in, for what you know is right, and you know what? Do the one thing that people have advised me and others to do when it comes to bullies or cyber bullies or whatever you want to call them on social media. Do the one thing. Ignore it. Ignore it. Don't pay attention to it. Because like I said, all he's doing is trying to get a reaction out of you. He's trying to get attention on himself. Like I said, he's got enough attention as it is as president. He doesn't need any more. So here's what I would do. If I'm the players in the NFL, if I'm the players in NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, here's what I do. I don't kneel. I don't do any of that crap, because it's basically giving him what he wants, and that's attention. You want to get a reaction out of him? Don't give in to what he's saying. Don't listen to what he has to say. Don't give in to what he has to say, because all he's doing is trying to get a reaction out of you, and that's what the whole taking a knee thing is. Is to try to get a reaction out of us and attention on him, and guess what? It's not going to work. It's not working on me. It's not working on my family. It's not working on anybody. All right? But again, like I said, if you want to kneel and you feel it's going to send a message, it's going to help change things, more power to you. But in truth and in reality, the truth and reality is it's nothing more than Donald Trump saying what he said, basically saying it's basically us reacting to what Donald Trump has to say and giving him attention when he doesn't need any more than he already has. So if you want to take a knee, fine, that's in your right, more power to you if you feel it's going to change things. But the truth of the matter is it's not going to change things, because all it is a reactionary deal to what Donald Trump had to say. And by taking that knee, all you're doing is giving him attention he doesn't already need. Sorry for the lag there. But you're giving him attention he doesn't already need. He's the freaking president of the United States. But you know what? Like I said earlier, maybe this is all happening for a reason. Maybe we're being taught a lesson here, and that if Donald Trump gets impeached, or this is his only time as president, and he comes out and says, hey, let this be a lesson to you, maybe you'll vote for someone that's not a celebrity, not history in the making kind of stuff, then fine. If we have to vote for Bernie freaking Sanders because he knows what the heck he's talking about, and he's not a celebrity, or he's not historically somebody of another gender that we want to vote to make history, fine. Maybe it's a lesson we need to be taught. So you're telling me if Hillary Clinton is on the ballot for president next year, or on the next election, you're telling me if she's up for president again, not to vote for her. If you're telling me Dwayne Johnson, who's going to run for president apparently, is on the ballot, don't vote for him. Vote for the person that's more like us, that understands where we're coming from. Okay, fine. Lesson learned if that's the case, all right? But the point is, this whole taking a knee deal, in my opinion, it's ridiculous. It's not right. But if you feel it's gonna cause change, and it's gonna send a message and cause change inevitably, more power to you. More power to you. But the truth is, all it is, in my opinion, is us giving in to what Donald Trump said, and we're giving him a reaction that's putting attention on him, and he knows it, and we know it, and we need to stop. That's all I'm going to say on it. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Because you know what? I'm not going to let something that our president says that's out of context, that doesn't make sense. I'm not going to about let him, whatever he says, get a reaction out of me. I'm not. That's all I'm going to say on it. Let's get into another topic. Kind of cool off a little bit from here. Although this might make me a little ranty as well. Bad customers at retail and supermarkets. You know, you can't even get off. You can't even come back from your 10 to 15-minute break, or come back from your 30-minute to hour to maybe hour and a half lunch. You can't even come back rested up, ready to take over for somebody else who has to go to their lunch or go to their break or go home for the day, and not run into a customer that is being a pain in the butt. Over the past month or so, we have had customers at my job that have been literally pains in the butt. And they don't realize that we are doing the very best we can at my job. My company is doing the very best it can. The store I work with is doing the very best they can, and they just don't see it. They don't. They just don't see the fact that we are doing what we can to help them. They just don't see it. They expect this all the time. Let me explain something to any customers out there. With all due respect, it doesn't matter what retail store, supermarket, or supercenter you go to. It doesn't matter what company it is. If you want help, that's fine. We amongst the millions and millions of people that work at these stores, we'd be more than happy to help you. But what we ask in return from you is to be patient with us. Because sometimes there's so much we could do. There's so much that the managerial portion has to do or can do. Sometimes the managerial portion at any retail store has to go in order of what they can do to help. Sometimes they got to look at their device to see what needs to be done before they can get to you or to me, to us with you. We are doing the very best we can. And all we ask in return is a little bit of respect. We do not appreciate people trying to intimidate us. We do not appreciate people We do not appreciate people telling us how certain things should go at the very last minute. When it comes to bagging their items, we do not appreciate people in the middle of a transaction when there are lines of people behind them asking us to stop and check and print out something to make sure we didn't double charge them when they haven't even paid yet. Because you know what? If we notice that we have scanned an item twice, guess what? We'll remove that extra item for you. But don't try to have an attitude with us. Okay? There are some of us that get up at 4:30, 4 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning to get down there and open a store around 6 o'clock. There are some of us that have to board a freaking bus and wait an hour or two before they start work to help you guys out. And the truth is, the truth is all we ask is respect. Okay? We don't mind having to help you. We don't mind carrying out your items. We don't mind doing any of that. It's our job. And you know what? It makes us feel good when we do it. But we don't need people coming in there with attitude. If you're going to come in there, here's an old saying. Leave the attitude outside. Leave it behind. And come in with a positive attitude. Come in with a positive appreciation that you got people there that are going to help you. I know over the past couple of months during the summer, the heat has gotten to a lot of us, and a lot of us will get cranky. A lot of us will get impatient because we don't want to go out in that heat. I understand that. I respect that. I get that. But you need to be patient with us, especially when there's a lot of new people about, because because they are trying to get used to what they're doing. Look, I'm not. Look, I apologize if I'm sounding angry and mean and all that to you people. But a lot of us in retail, doesn't matter what company we work for, all we ask is for respect and for your patience. We know you want to get out of there in a hurry. We know you want things done a Pacific way, packed a Pacific way. We get it. But all we're asking is for your patience and your respect. Because it makes our job easier, and it makes our job easier when it comes to scanning your items, and it makes our job easier to get you out of there as quickly as possible, less stressful and more enjoyable. Okay? We're not trying we're not trying to ignore you, but what we ask is for patience. Okay? We don't need you coming and asking, well, when's this person coming? When's this person coming? And then getting so impatient you throw the stuff up in the air and that's it and you leave. Or you just leave a cart full and you leave. That's not the answer, folks. The answer is to be patient, to have respect for us, trying to do the best we can. Because there are customers in front of you that may have more items than you, or maybe customers that are older than you. And when I mean older, I mean customers that need help, literally to their cars, literally with their items. Customers, customers that are at an age to where they need assistance. They need assistance with purchasing items. They need assistance with carrying the items. You need to be patient, all right? And sometimes being patient means you may have to wait in a long line because guess what? You, Because guess what? You're not going to have all the registers open at once. There, there are associates, employees that work the floor areas that do have register experience, but guess what? They have to focus at times on the task at hand, and sometimes they have to focus with the customers in their department. They can't just rush up to the front end and start checking you out because you're impatient. You have to have patience. This is why we also have self-checkouts at a lot of these retailers, because we know sometimes you don't want to wait, and sometimes you want to bag the item the way you want to bag it. And if that's the case, fine. That's why we welcome you to use those self-checkouts, because you're doing it yourself, and it gets you out when you want to get out, and it lets you bag the items the way you want to bag them. The thing is, all we ask is respect and appreciation. There are customers that say, "Oh, we're not being respectful, or showing them respect or anything, or not doing this and this for them." Maybe it's because we're not getting respect from you. Maybe we're not getting appreciation for you for all the hard work we do for you. And all we ask is that respect. Okay? Some of us have to go over our lunch limit, our scheduled lunch time or break time to help you out. And sometimes that can go for about an hour or two. And guess what? We may not be happy about it, but we understand that it's our job. We have a job here. We have a job to finish. We have a job to do. So all we ask is respect. Okay? Respect, appreciation, and patience. RAP. Okay? RAP. Respect, appreciation, and patience from you, the customers. Because it doesn't matter who we work for, where we work for, what stores, all of us are in agreement to give us respect, appreciation, and patience. Because we're doing what we can for you, and that's all we ask. And out of that respect and appreciation and patience, we do ask another thing. We know in several parts of the country, in this great land that we live in, we know that every other week, on certain days, the school district will let classes out early. They'll give them a minimum day. What we ask in return is if your parents to these students, whether they're high schoolers, middle schoolers, we ask of you, please accompany them to the stores if they want to come out there and hang out. Accompany them to the stores, or at least have them go home. Because because we do not need them coming in and thrashing and disrespecting our store. We don't. We don't need them coming in just because there's no mall or anything around them. There's no malt shops or whatever. We don't need them coming in and disrespecting our store and all the hard work we put into that store seasonally and daily. So all we ask is if you're parents of these kind of students that have these kind of schedules where every other week they are off early from school, please either accompany them to the store so they don't cause trouble and disrespect, or at least get them to go home first. Pick them up from school if you have to and take them home. Because honestly, unless they're there to shop, buy a snack or two, and then leave, that's fine. But if they're there just to walk around, thrash the area, ride the Mart carts that they don't need to be riding, then please help us do something about it. If you know people that work security in your school area, for your school region, have that security ride around. Make sure the kids don't show up at the stores unless they're going to shop. Have that security walk around in the stores. Make sure they don't cause trouble. Make sure those kids don't cause trouble. All we're asking, folks, is a little help here. Again, going back to what I said earlier, a little bit of respect and appreciation would be nice. That's all we're asking, folks. That's all we're asking for. And that's really all I'm going to say for this Topics on My Mind live edition. Let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like. But again, those are just my opinions on these two subjects I touched upon. Let me know what you think down below. Comment if you like. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you all for watching live. And thank you to all those watching post live after it's already been recorded and uploaded. Let me know what you all think down below for what I had to say. I'll talk to you all later.